Hey, I am David Madiving, a book writer of House of Terror, and I am here to tell you about the madman who is cruel and who was convicted of many scary events that took place in a small village called Backgatlin. Remember, these events weren't real. It's a man-made.
Now, let me not waste your time and
Get on with the story.
This video is not under the age of 18.
Age restrictions. If you under 18, this video is not for you. Now, let's start.
In a small village called Backgatlin, there was some news about people who are disappearing overnight. Over the population of 15% were found, but 85 weren't found, and the rumors, some about the scary, creepy house near the cemetery, and the person who was leaving there, known as Ntate Ramashalane. He was tall, muscular, dark-skinned, big pale eyes, and liked to wear a black hat. His clothes were torn apart, and his boots were always full of mud and blood. The village people were scared of him because he only appeared at midnight, not at daylight. There is a saying that people who come across him at night, they never saw them again. The people from Backgatlin were even scared to talk about him, even he wasn't present, because they believed that he was cursed, or his name was, or he might come for them. But in some couples of years there was a vacuum. In the village of Backgatlin, people were free to walk on the streets, even at midnight, because they believed that Ntate Ramashalane have died or left the place known as House of Terror. Now, in 2009, December 1st, for 10 years there was peace in the village. People started making events. They walked freely in the streets at midnight because there was no one who kills. At December 9th, the streets were full of people and cars. Then there was a tavern at the Molotsi street called Kwamamai. Music was loud. People drinking alcohol. Music was loud. People drinking alcohol. Then the boys called Nick Ranty and Nathy Mangina entered the tavern to drink some couple of beers as time ticking. A tall, dark skin with pale black eyes entered the tavern just to have one beer. People stopped dancing and sat down slowly while staring at the guy with a black hat. Same as Ntate Ramashalane, Mama J, the owner of the tavern, said,
all right. Stop staring at the poor guy and drink your beers. It's not what you think, Ramashalane. He's no longer alive.
And they stopped staring at him and continued what they were doing. Then Nick and Nathy were drinking too much. It's like there was no tomorrow. As they got wasted, they began to start unnecessary fights and pick on the innocent one at the tavern. Rayluma, husband of Mama J, true name was Janeti Madup. As Rayluma failed to stop them, the boys pulled out the guns in the tavern and pointed the guns at the guy who looked like Ntate Ramashalane, who was sitting alone and minding his business. People were afraid. Some ran away. The unknown person who was sitting alone was not scared at all, and he looked at those boys and smiled at them.
What are you looking at, old fool?
Said Nathy with arrogance. Nick hit him unknown guy with the back of the gun. Mama J tried to stop them. She even threatened the boys that she will call the police, but they didn't listen as they focused on the guy. Unknown guy stand up and walked away from them with big eyes and a bleeding mouth while smiling. Those boys couldn't figure out what's going on, but they let it go and continued drinking their last beers in their life. This is part 1. Wait for part 2 to know what happened to those two boys. Thank you for watching.